How should you position yourself within a particular industry? In 1908, Henry Ford introduced the first Model T, a car that, unlike any other car produced at that particular point in time, was mass produced. And as a result of streamlining the production process, making sure that everything is standardized, he was able to reduce the price of the Model T substantially below any other price available for a car at that point in time. By 1915, a Model T was available for roughly about $10,000 in today's money. Compare that to more common models, for example, a Mercedes, that at that time cost roughly the same as a house in Grunewald, the most expensive area to build a house in Germany. What Henry Ford achieved with his Model T was cost leadership. If you want to follow such a strategy, you need to focus on scaling up your production, on designing for manufacturing, on cost control, for example, in R&D or on overheads. You will focus your innovation efforts primarily on process, again to reduce costs, and you will avoid any marginal customer accounts. This is a strategy that, for example, in retail you would find with companies like Lidl or Aldi, where people go because things are cheap. The alternative strategy is differentiation. If you follow such a strategy, you will try to differentiate yourself from your competitors through brand, through design, through services that you offer, through quality, and through innovation on the product side. So for example, if we move to the car industry today, Mercedes would be a company where you would find this. You would get a fantastic driving feel, you get high speed, you get quality, you get perfect service, but you pay a high price for it. And there will be customers who would be more interested on price. They would probably purchase products from companies that try to achieve a cost leadership. And there will be other customers who are really interested in receiving products that differentiate themselves from others. And they will be prepared to pay a premium price. Either of these strategies can work for you as a corporation. What it really depends on is what sort of resources do you have. Are you good in aspects like manufacturing, in bringing things to scale, in process innovation, or are you good in services, in producing top quality kind of products? And then of course there are companies that don't fall strictly into either one or the other category. So for example, IKEA would be a company that does, in terms of design, do pretty cool things and would be seen as a differentiator in that context. But at the same time, through the way they package their products, the way they produce them, the way they can negotiate for scale with their suppliers, they also achieve cost leadership on the manufacturing side. So they really use a hybrid strategy. Although some scholars, namely Michael Porter, who was first talking about these two options, wasn't quite in favor of hybrid strategies, we do see from companies like IKEA that this is a viable option.